Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olson, the Tolkien professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who is going to say goodbye, I think at last, to the camp of the Grey Host. I say at last, as if it's not cool hanging out with these wonderful, upstanding people, but it's time to move forward. I think we'll next see Aragorn, Langloss, Lothrandir, Direvon, and the guys, right? Up at Pelennor, so that'll be pretty cool. Sorry, I apologize for my delays today. First, I had a little puppy thing. It was a good thing. This was I think she was asking to go out, which I'm trying to encourage, so I had to go do that. But then I had issues. I had a forced restart of my computer at a very inconvenient time, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I was like updating. It took like a while, but we're back and we are ready to hang out. It is cool to hang out with the host. I agree. I mean, like this, though I'd think they would have like sheathed their swords or something. I mean, like it's a little hostile, you know? I mean, I guess we're ready to go is the thing, and they're getting ready to go, so that's fine. All right, so I only have a brief time with you today, made, of course, the briefer by my unfortunate technical difficulties before we began, but we're going to persevere, and I'm going to enjoy the time that we have together today. We're going to go and meet Angbor the Fearless at the eastern gates of Pelar-gear, because it is time to begin a new area, and the last one, right? I mean, last before Minas Tirith. I mean, our trek through Gondor proper will be done. Exactly, Draft Snake. We're gonna make the most of the time that is given us. A few landscape quests in Pelargir. I thought I'd done all the errands. I turned them all in, and I haven't seen any others. If any pop up, I'll do them. You think Angbor is still going to send me on some? I thought his was a vector quest. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe he'll have some things for me to do. It's true, I have not really done anything in the Eastgarth practically at all. So maybe. Let's see. But I'm gonna enjoy my time here on foot. Okay, maybe not on foot, but not on war steed either. Okay. Okay, so Holliger, he is gonna send me on some more errands. Fine. I'm happy to do. If there's more yet to be done in Pelar-gear, then do them we shall. In order to see more of this fine city. Hey, little redhead, I know, like it's you know, it's that whatever chores they have, right? No task is too small. No task is too small. And again, it sort of points me to, I'm in the middle, right? Yeah, Court of the Ship Kings. It just points me again to one of my favorite things. And of course, I've been thinking about this a lot as I've been obviously thinking and talking a lot about adaptation and stuff. As I've been discussing the Rings of Power show and everything lately, one of the things that is just so lovely about Lotro as an adaptation is the leisure of it, right? The unhurried nature. You know, even a long-running show, I mean, goodness knows the Rings of Power is more unhurried than, say, the Peter Jackson films, right? Which have to compress everything into had to compress everything, even though they were long films, right? It was still so heavily compressed. You know, always this panic of time, right? What can they possibly afford to squeeze in? You know, what things do they have to cut? Rings of Power is more leisurely than that, but still, you know, we still have a lot of the same kinds of issues. And here in Lotro, wait, what's King Menardil's memorial? That statue is never King Menardil's memorial. That's the wizard sword dude that we've been seeing all over the place since, like, Enidwife. That's King Menardil? Whoa, that's the underside of my horse. That's King no. Maybe they mean this, maybe they mean this little thing. They can't mean that statue, can they? Is that what is... That statue hasn't been King Menardil all along. Can't be. Right? Sorry. This is rocking my world. Because that guy... I barely even looked at that statue because it's so familiar. We've seen it 100 times. Huh. All right, Angbor.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I am glad you have come, Gryfflet. One of your skill would be a great boon to our cause, a boon we may well come to depend upon. We have thrown up the gate to the east and made ready to move through Upper Lebennin. Will you join us? Yeah, I'm ready for Upper Lebennin. Do I have errands to run first? We can tarry no longer. Aragorn has bid us to travel to Minas Tirith across the plains of Upper Lebennin and Lasarnach, and I shall not abandon him in this crucial hour. However, my men have grown weary and many have not found rest since our defeat of the Corsairs. I know well the pain they feel, but they must press on through it, as have all of Gondor's great warriors. Go to them and sound this horn that they might find themselves renewed. It's a renewing horn? When you have done so, return to me, for our journey is just beginning. Okay. Rally the men in Pelar-gear.
This darkness is a weight on
As my men and I journeyed to Pelargir from Linhir, we felt a great weight upon us. Days without rest and the fatigue of battle had worn on us all, but this filled me with dread in a way that I had never known, and just as it took hold it faded away, and those of my men that had cowered found their way to their feet once more. I have heard many rumors of what happened that day, but I do not know if there is any truth in them. I have not had much time to think on this matter until now, yet it troubles me. Speak to my men of this, and see if there is any truth to these tales. What tales? That was a little vague, Angbor, but sure. Okay, so we've got to rouse people and interview them. So this is all these landscape quests are all in the interest of haste. Love it. Okay. Oh. All right. Exactly. When I'm exhausted from battle too, I agree, Phil. The ideal solution would be a hobbit with a horn. No, that's exactly right. That's just it. What could be better?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
It's better than coffee. As with Lord Angbor, I wish I knew what happened in that moment. What moment exactly are we talking about? My armor grew heavy and I fell to the ground before I could realize what happened. I regret that I cannot be of more help to you. Okay, somebody could tell. He said, like, when they were going from Linhir to Pelargir, like, which moment? Oh, here we go. Hey there, fearless host person. Oh, there we go. Time for rest is over! Hooray! They've been rallied. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Good to see. Okay. Yeah. No, I know. I'm not gonna. Druid's Fire. I saw your note. I'm not wanting to start a conversation about the show. I'm just saying, thinking about the show has prompted me to think about the way in which Lotro is different. To sort of appreciate the kind of generic difference that is the differences of genre, in the kind of adaptation that Lotro is. And one of the things that I love most about it is the totally unhurried nature of it. I mean, I've already talked about many times about how much I love the Lotro time travel, right? People talk about time compression in the show. We get time dilation, right, in Lotro, which is great fun. I can do all these things, help to rally these dudes who are not even going to make it to the Battle of Pelennor Field, right? And not only can I still myself make it to the Battle of Pelennor Field, but I can make it up to the, being attacked? Oh, Gryfflet's getting mugged? Alright, well, stealth myself. Didn't know that was necessary. Oh, a destroyed monument of Castamere. Oh, that's interesting. It's where the city toughs hang out. Okay, so this is the abandoned district. So I guess none of the dudes that I'm looking for are going to be down here. Okay, fine. Yeah, it seemed a bit daft to try to burgle a burglar. But it's all good. Right, Hogro says, this is how I knew you weren't done with landscape quests, because I hadn't visited the Thug's Quarter yet. Yeah, exactly. So I assume there's still going to be some more to come there. I guess I can probably unstealth now, on account of I'm out of the Thug's Quarter. All right. There's going to be another one of these people that I need to interview about something I'm still not quite sure what we're talking about.
This darkness is a weight on
Before the terror pulled me to the ground, I saw the form of a great beast above the ashen clouds. It let out a shrill cry as it flew overhead, and then it was gone. Ah. All right, I'm tracking with you now. Oh, nice little cape there, man. That's a bold look. Little orangey brown cape there with your Gondorian uniform. Don't see that every day. Okay, where's Tom Deere? Not over here. Okay, fine. All right. That's good. Let's see. Let's see if we can do a lore question. All right. Let's see. I'm trying not to get a huge one because I don't have a huge amount of time. How much time do I have? 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, okay. We got a bunch of Bill Stickers questions. Bill Stickers is always great for lore questions. Thorin gave Bilbo the mithril shirt that seems to fit him quite well. Dwarves, however, are rather bigger than hobbits, so for whom do you think the very valuable shirt had been made originally? For a young dwarf prince, or maybe an elven prince, as Elrond suggested? Elf. Definitely elf. We are told that explicitly, actually. That is what the Elven King says when he sees Bilbo. He points out that he is wearing the armor of elven princes. There's a hungry guy. Somebody forget to feed. Are these the refugees I fed before? Yeah, I think this is where I was... No. It's not where I was distributing food. I was distributing food on the other side. Oh, no. More errands, I think.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Since the sun was blotted out days ago, we have seen little without the use of torches, but what I saw I shall never forget. A flying beast bore a rider in darkened robes, and the blade he held reflected what little light passed through the murky sky. As I looked upon him, a great pain overtook me, and I turned away. When I turned to look at the sky again, he had gone. All right. Well, that's clear enough anyway. Gotcha. All right. Where's the... Okay, over this way. Okay, so yes, Thranduil explicitly identifies Bilbo's mithril coat as the coat of elf princes. He doesn't specify, like, what prince exactly. We don't know any of the details of, the commissioning of the mithril coat, but it does not seem to have been intended for dwarves. Presumably made by the dwarves, of course, as it's there in the hoard, but not delivered, as were several of the things that were pointed out here. Okay. One more rallying point. We make for Minas Tirith. Off we go. Okay. All right. Back to Angbor. That's it, JJ. Thank you. You are more worthy to wear the armor of elf princes than many that have looked more comely in it. Yes, delightfully mixed compliment there from the elf prince. But that's exactly the line I was remembering, JJ. Thanks for that. So I think that makes it fairly explicit. And Aragorn can tell that too. That's why he mentions to rep an elven princeling in. When he holds up the mithril coat in the Fellowship of the Ring. Because he too can tell, presumably through stylistic indications, that it is an elf prince thing. Oh no, comely. Comely means beautiful, attractive. Yes. Comely is to look appealing. Is what it means to be comely. So your comeliness is your beauty, your attractiveness. Yep. Yeah, exactly. I think you were maybe thinking of homely, which is different. Homely means plain and not highly attractive. Comely is not quite the opposite of that, but something like. Okay. What are you saying, Angbor?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I know many of my men desire rest after our siege of Pelargir, but that time cannot come until this war is at an end. No sleeping. I do not doubt their words, my friend. Could this be one of the 9 wraiths of which Aragorn spoke? Most likely. Let us hope it has flown back to its master and shall not harry our journey to Minas Tirith. I think I met that dude in Blackroot Vale. I know what you're talking about now. I will not allow its dread to burden my mind any longer. My men and I must press on into Upper Lebennin. Agreed. Oh, there we go. Sorry, delays there. Okay. Have you noticed the Lord Regent up above? Well, we had some issues, yeah. His eyes have not left my men and me for some time now. I believe he means to join our charge, but the boy is not suited for battle. He bears ill-fitting armor and is not skilled with a blade, despite what he may think after his recent heroics in the city. I see a darkness in his demeanor, and I believe he intends to rush into the war without care for himself or his family. Convince him of his folly, my friend. See that he remains here with his people, for there is much rebuilding to be done here for the city and its folk. Okay. Right, so this is the dude with the traitor brother. Faltharan appears lost in thought as you approach, and his gaze is fixed on the eastern gate of Pelar-gear. I know you have come to dissuade me, friend, but I cannot be turned from my task. So much has happened in so swift a time. It has been but a few days since Pelargir was reclaimed, but still many more troubles weigh upon me. I gotta calm him down. Hang on, let me dismount. Be more respectful this way. Okay. Calm down, Faltharan. Should I speak Cinderbrand to him? I cannot rest while my father remains lost, Gryfflet. You know as well as any that I am no warrior, but I must search for my father. Lord Angbor's path must be swift, and I do not expect him to delay for a single man. I plan to travel into Upper Lebennin, but I fear I cannot do this alone. Oh dear. I don't like where this is headed.
Naught but ill omens these days.
Will you aid me in this? That's just where I thought this was headed. I know your journey shall soon take you far from Lebennin, but I can think of no other that might spare the time for such a task. Well, here I was just talking about how I have infinite time. It would seem churlish to say no.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Are you prepared? If my father yet lives, I know he must be in Upper Lebennin. The Haradrim would not trouble themselves to ferry a prisoner so far, unless he was of great import to the enemy. I know of a small village to the northeast that is home to good folk. I suggest we meet there and begin our search in the surrounding lands. Travel through the eastern gate and follow the road. I shall meet you there as soon as I am able. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Well, so I have good news, Angbor. You don't have to worry about him coming with you. Oh, I don't have to report back to Angbor? I assumed I did. Okay. Okay, but we're heading off to the road to Upper Lebennin lies ahead. Dun dun dun. Okay. East Gondor. Here we are. There we are. So, love the ash. Just love the ash. I'm going to be dealing with drifting ash for some time now, aren't I? Here we are. Upper Lebennin. I didn't get any quests in the Thug's Quarter. Did I miss something? All my quests say Upper Lebennin. I don't think I have any Central Gondor quests left. Okay. Alright. Here we are. Leaving Pelar-gear. How about that? And I still have about 15-20 minutes left. The quest with the Lord Regent's brother were in the Thug's Quarter. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So, what am I doing? I'm... Alright. I'm traveling to this village here. And I'm supposed to be also slaying some folks. Alright. Okay, this is not my last region. Lasarnach is the last region. Okay. My penultimate region. Right. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the village then. Another region, another village. Oh man, the sky is red. We are nearer to the glow of Orodruin. The drifting ash, the reddened skies. So good. Is that... No. It's not a beacon. That's just a building on fire, I think. Okay. Alright, I think we're here. Stronghold of... Whoa. Oh, come on now. Knock it off. Don't make me try to do that. Oops. That's not so good. Tell me it crashed. Hang on a second. Be right back here. Let me fix this. having issues. Yeah, it crashed. Hang on. Okay. Coming back in. Man, I just arrived at the village. Yeah, I would have thought I never got a, like, you know, slay 12 thugs quest, which that region had that written all over it. Maybe they are rep quests. That might make sense. Because I'm pretty sure I followed all the quest lines. I didn't see any random landscape things. The before the shadow screen is pretty cool. All right. All right, good. Gryfflet, you're back on the job. What's going on here? Okay. There we go. Oop. Hey. Gryfflet has, in the meantime, been naughty and is standing in the corner. Okay. Wow. You look really depressed, dude, but your purple coat is gorgeous. Love it. Everyone wears shades of, like, shades of purple in this town. Look at you. With your rich purple armed surcoat there. Oh, we've got the waves. Okay, oh, hang on. What do we have here? No, I don't need to hunt for buried treasure. Nor do I care overmuch about the roving threats. There are others more qualified to take care of those. All right. Did I miss the stable master? Must have done. Where did I even come in? How did I end up there? That was weird. Okay. That's the gate I came in by. I was on my war steed, so when I froze up, my war steed must have continued.
These are
okay.
troublesome times indeed.
There we go. Here we are in, where are we? Glaniath. Glaniath. Okay. Sorry, Arvelon. I just like blew past you there, apparently.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I've not seen the man you describe. I assure you, were the Lord Regent to visit our village, his presence would be known to us all. Oh boy. This Lord Regent quest, I have
There's
low
nothing but
hopes.
ill omens these days.
I've been trying for days now to convince the people to leave, to seek shelter in Tumladen. It is a great and fortified shelter for our people, one of a few in Gondor, and the brother to one that lies within the lands of Rohan. What, you mean Dunharrow? It is more than able, or Helm's Deep. It is more than able to house all the people of Lebennin and beyond, and its walls would keep us from the growing war in Gondor. My folk are headstrong. They think that since Pelargir has been reclaimed, and no foes have come to our doors, that we are safe. I do not think it so. Would you speak to them for me? Urge them to reconsider before it's too late. Okay. Oh, more.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
If we are to remain here, as I fear many will, we must better prepare ourselves. When the Corsairs came to Pelar-gear, we fled the plains back into our homes, and in doing so, we left a great deal of wood behind. Okay. I have seen shadows moving among the trees to the south, and I fear it can only be the Haradrim come from across the river. We can lift wood as well as any might, but we cannot fend off swordsmen of their skill. Okay, we didn't question your ability to pick up wood. If you would seek them out and recover our wood, we could keep the fires lit and rest a mite easier. All right. Very practical. Very practical. Yeah, I don't think it's quite a dull Amrothian denial of enemies. It sounds more like a we believe we're safe here and so don't need to flee to the hold in the hills kind of situation. All right, let's see. Okay, no. Filter this quest for this character, the roving threats. Yeah, please. Let's not do that anymore. Thanks. Okay. Gryfflet is really pretty much never going to be interested in roving threats. Is that Tumladen up there? Am I looking in the right direction? Yes, I am. Man, that looks impressive. Yeah, more Helm's Deep than Dunharrow for sure. Okay. All right, Tornir. If we surrender to fear now, then for what were all our toils? It's not surrendering to fear. I mean, like, you've got a fortress up there, right? Like, think of it as manning the fortress. Huh? How about that? Right? Better, right? You're not running away so much as tactically repositioning yourself in relationship to the enemy. What do you have to say to that, Mileth? The enemy blot out the sky. I shall not be moved. All right. The enemy has blotted out the sky, but you don't care. All right. Well, there we are. You're not advancing to the rear. No, 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 no. No, no, it's not running away. It's, you know, taking cover is a tactical approach. I mean, look, they're taking cover in the city, right? They're in the town here. They've already fled from the fields. Don't seem to have any issues with that. Hello there, excellently named Hador. Wow, what's your deal? You're suspiciously not blonde, though, Hador. I bet you he was really blonde as a baby. And then as he got old, and then his parents named him Hador, and then as he gets older, his hair got darker, and they felt really sheepish about it, and they're like, well, it's fine. He's already Hador. We have lost so much already. I cannot bear to lose my children as well. I shall heed your request. Well, there you go. That's sensible. All right. So we're 1 out of 3 being sensible about this. Oh, hang on. There's one more shot at sense. Okay. And I've got to go get wood. Not sure I'm going to have time to get wood. In fact, positive I'm not going to have time to get wood. Oh, hang on. Oh, don't have to go around this way. Whoa. Okay, let's go through the field. Through the field. She'll never see me coming. Ha! I shouldn't even notice. Hey, Lothwin. I would sooner burn my crops than abandon my home. Who are you to speak for the steward? Dude, I'm just the errand boy. This is what I do. People tell me to run errands. I run errands. It's just... Okay, so 25% positive response. No, that guy's skating uphill. All right, I'll talk to, what's his name? Arvellin. All right, Arvellin. Yeah, so, I found one guy.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I cannot say I'm surprised that many of them ignored your advice to seek shelter. They have paid me no mind since the skies went dark. Sorry, goodness. Still, I thank you for trying on my behalf. I only wish to see my people safely through this war, but it remains their choice to make. Yeah, I hear you, man. It's good advice. Perfectly good fortress right there. Okay. Yeah, that small shack was the House of Hador. Exactly. Yeah, it's come down in the world a little bit, the House of Hador, but it's okay. Look, Hador is the only one who showed sense. So there we go. Okay. All right. Well, Gryfflet does not, unfortunately, have time to go dashing off after. So like, not only was it a short broadcast, got interrupted by a little unexpected crash. Awesome. Yeah. So we'll continue the landscape quests here. I have no idea what that Lord Steward dude is gonna turn up with. Like, is he like going on the lam? Is he gonna, yeah, no idea where that storyline is headed, but we'll see. All right, up to Tumladen. This is a small region, just this one village and then Tumladen up there. You can tell by how like zoomed in we are that there's not too much to cover on this map. We've got what looks like an enemy camp down there by the river at the ports. So we have a couple different questing areas here, but okay, excellent. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Sorry for my abbreviated stream. Unfortunately, I'm going to be gone the next 3 weeks, actually. It's one of the reasons why I was eager to jump on today as much as I could, because I'm going to be gone for I'm traveling 3 weeks in a row, going to Moots. So, well, you're welcome to join me. I'm going to go to Kansas City next week. I'm going to be here in New England, in New Hampshire, the week after that for both New England Moot on the Saturday and also filming the finale of Rings and Realms with a live studio audience on Friday. That'll be fun. So we'll, and then the week after that, I'll be in Milwaukee for the Prancing Pony Moot. So all kinds of things going on there. Yeah, JJ, I saw you sign up for New England Moot. That's fantastic. Glad to see you there. So anyway, so I'll be, getting to visit with a lot of folks these next few weeks, but I won't be able to stream. But I should be back like Halloween weekend, basically last weekend in October. So I'll be off for 3 weeks, but I'll be back after that. So awesome. Thanks everybody, for letting me join you here for a few minutes, and I will see you guys in about a month. Thanks. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.